everyone, it's Brianna Ray from BriIY, and I am here to bring you another super fun and, for me, quite out-of-the-box video. A lot of you may not know this about me, but I do enjoy a good computer game every now and then. And since some games are a little bit easier to play when you have a gamepad, I bought a couple. Actually, I bought these a few years ago. I've always been kind of a fan of the PlayStation controllers as opposed to the Xbox ones, so I went on Amazon and found these really inexpensive off-brand PlayStation controllers with USB cords so that I could play some games. However, they're not perfect, and they just don't respond as well as I think a real one would have worked, and as a result, I did end up purchasing the Xbox controllers so that they fit my Microsoft running computer a little bit better, and they work great, but now I don't really have any use for these, so I thought it would be kind of fun if I went a little outside of the box today and decided to customize it. I won't lie to you guys, I already tried to film this introduction and got about halfway through the project only to find out that the new SD card I bought is corrupted. It doesn't save anything that I record onto it. So very disappointed. However, I do think that it is still possible for me to salvage this video and kind of give you a basic idea of what you missed, even though it's not going to be as fun to watch. Basically, all you have to do when you're taking these things apart is to take a simple, tiny Phillips head screwdriver like this one, pop it into the screws and take them out. Mine are magnetic, luckily, so it's pretty easy to get them out. By the time you get inside, you're going to see there's a couple of pieces. This is the major player here. This is the one that the cord is connected to. It covers the bulk of the inside, and I just pulled this out pretty simply, and the rest of the items come sort of as these like plastic button bits that the button tops then go on so that it kind of has a softer push. So what I did is I just took all of these out and kind of set them off to the side in the order that they went. You can see them all here. I've got my center buttons here, all the buttons that came from the right and all the buttons that came from the left, as well as all of my screws. That way I wouldn't forget what went where. And I decided, because I am very bougie, I wanted to paint my shell gold. I have two major players in the gold spray paint game. First, of course, is this Krylon metallic gold. I also used a gold glitter spray. I couldn't tell you where I got it, but it totally made a difference in the way the shell looks. I think it looks awesome, and I'm really excited to show you guys what it looks like once it's completely dried. And just like that, we go from this to this. It's not super easy to tell on camera, but when you kind of twist it, you can see the glitter, which I think is really exciting. I'm actually going to grab some simple acrylics, and I'm going to add a floral design to this because I think that is the most me thing I can think of. I'm not going to go so hard on the back portion, I just wanted to make sure it matched. I am mostly going to decorate this front half. Alright, I think I'm going to go with light pink and princess pink. Both are multi-surface satin acrylics by Apple Barrel, which I'm excited about. I definitely think the satin's going to look really nice as opposed to this matte. The Mountain Forest I have here is also a satin acrylic, but my new Shamrock is matte, so I'm hoping that hopefully once I put a clear glaze over top of it, it's not going to be super noticeable, but I did want to go with two greens, two pinks, and I brought out my black paint, but part of me feels like I'm probably just going to end up going over it with a Sharpie fine liner, just to kind of keep my control a little more. Maybe this is a little bold of me, but I've been seeing a couple of techniques going around with flat brushes on making like two-toned petals, and I kind of want to see if I can make it work. So I'm actually going to scoop up a little bit of the Princess Pink, my darker color right here, and then my light pink right next to it, and I think I'm going to try to create like a two-toned thing, kind of like, oh man, it was right there. I'm going to clear off my brush, and I'm going to poke this corner in the Princess Pink and this corner in the light pink, and when I brush you should see both colors. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. So that is what I'm going to try to do to kind of make these flowers, and I'm just going to try to keep that technique going as long as I can. I want to make sure I get enough of both. Right now the Princess Pink seems to be kind of taken over. And I'm going to paint flower here and along the side as well. So let's see how it goes. Alright, here's the final design. I'm quite pleased with it. It got a little messy down here on this side, so I kind of copied it on this side, maybe to make it look intentional. I need to spray this with an acrylic clear coat. So that's what we're going to do first. I ran into a little bit of a snag with this one. Unfortunately, I did not let the sealant dry quite long enough, so I ended up accidentally peeling a little bit of this pink off, so it is a little messy, but nothing that maybe another layer or two cannot fix. But I did want to show you guys the finished product before I moved on. It's still a little messy, still a little imperfect. I do intend to fix a lot of this up, but again, time is of the essence here. So this is the final gamepad. I think it looks pretty gosh darned good. All the buttons click, all the analogs move. Very excited to kind of have this cute little decor piece. Overall, I thought this was something that was super fun to do, and I would highly recommend it if you have the time, and maybe you feel like having something a little bit more custom. I don't foresee myself doing something much like this again unless I feel really called to do something specific, but it was fun for kind of a little different outside of the box thing. I hope you guys liked it. I know I did, and if you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I would love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!